speech or big test or something, I get like frustrated or something, I remind myself, oh, I become aware of, oh, I'm frustrated right now. I should take a deep breath. I should realize, in 10 minutes this problem's not going to be here, or in an hour this problem's not going to be here, so I shouldn't, let it worry me too much. And yeah, sometimes you do have to express it though. And I guess the best idea is just find the healthiest way to express it.
What you said, how artists and whatnot and painters express anger, like through artwork. I completely, I guess, I wouldn't say agree, but like I do the same very much. When like last night, I was really stressed out and like a lot of stuff in my mind. Peter had his midterm, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I ended up baking, which may or may not be a good thing because I wasted a lot of stuff, but I made a lot of good stuff. Our brownies, for example, but I mean, like, it's anger or stress. When I used to be angry, I would turn to playing piano.
The thing about reincarnation is there are two ways to look at it. Well, and I see it in two ways. There's the more traditional idea of like literally being reborn into different realms, and there's also a newer, more kind of like philosophical interpretation, where there's more just a state of mind. And I'll get back to the state of mind thing a little bit later, but first we'll just go over some of the traditional stuff. So in traditional Buddhism, like some of you guys may have heard the term Theravada Buddhism. Some interpretations were like, people being in fire and people being in places where they get poked with sharp things. And, it's just not a good place to go. We usually don't want to go to hell. I guess the big difference is that you're not stuck there. In other religions, there's the idea that you go to hell forever. In Buddhism, it's more just an idea that you go to hell until you're done with your bad karma. And then when you're done with your bad karma, maybe like, 10,000 years or, however long it takes, then you go into a slightly better realm. This is kind of like worst, best, or preferred. Most unhappy, then there's more like happier realms. And then you have the demon realm, and this is the very being reborn as a demon. Demons are considered to be like very angry. In a lot of Buddhist cultures, the idea of like ghosts and people spending time as a ghost. And the thing about a hungry ghost that's unique is that they're always hungry. Sometimes it's said that they eat people's vapors, like, when you breathe out, like that hungry ghost would eat that vapor, but it wouldn't satisfy them. They'd always be hungry. So also, but sometimes they may not be able to find food for a few days, or maybe they'll get sick, and animals can't go to the doctor. I mean, they don't have a squirrel doctor. They have a vet, but they can't go themselves. They can't knock on the door.
Well, the vet, you need to have a owner to get you to the vet. Yeah.
They get put down.
That's true. They get euthanized and stuff like that. And Googers, what's that? Yeah. So I mean, being reborn as an animal isn't very fun. Ignorant because they can't really think as much as we can. They can't. Most animals can't really build all these things. They can't build buildings. They can't do a lot of things that humans can do. They're more physical. And so in Buddhism, there's the idea that you could be reborn as an animal. You could be reborn as a dog or a cat or whatever. And I guess if you spend your life just not really caring about things, just choosing to be ignorant, that would kind of set you up more for being reborn as an animal. Being reborn as a human is actually in Buddhism considered to be one of the best things. one of the best places you can be born as, because we have a unique ability to learn and to grow. We also have many difficulties in life, but a little bit less than being born in hell, and not as bad as being an animal. I mean, we can go to the doctor, we can figure out ways to get out of our troubles in life, but the other one's not as much. Being born as a human gives you more chance to grow. Also, like the other one, is very limited. In other religions, this idea like you'll be in heaven forever, you know. But in Buddhism, it's all about karma. Karma depends on where you go. And so, when people are in heaven, there's a lot of pleasures. There's a lot of great things. Life's very easy for them, and they have supposedly long lifespans. Like some celestial beings can live for 10,000 years or 20,000 years. They can live for a long time. But the way Buddhists see it is that even being reborn in heaven is not the best thing, because after you spend all your good karma in heaven, then you don't have any karma left. You have no karma, you have no good karma left, and so you can only go to worser places. You can only fall down into worser realms. And so that's why in Buddhism to kind of break free of this cycle. So why do we have this cycle? Buddhism really makes a lot of ideas on why we're actually stuck in this cycle, because we didn't all just randomly get here again. There's causes and conditions for everything. Everything is karmic causes behind it, or something like you mentioned. Let me get some more space. Is that you have broken free of this cycle. Being reborn is kind of you're in this cycle. First life, your second life, and your third life, and you just keep going and going. The traditional idea of Buddhism is that you find enlightenment for yourself, and you find the way to cut the causes. And so there's no rebirth, and you aren't stuck in this vicious cycle of becoming. And enlightenment would be as a human, but when we get a little further on, there's also 4 mindsets you can be in, which one of them includes Buddhahood. So you can be a human in the mindset of Buddhahood, which is pretty good at here.
Until you get to reach humanity. That's just my theory.
Yeah, that is a large part of it. In these other realms, you